From the time he was just a kid, future NFL quarterback Matthew Stafford knew what he wanted, at least out of his toy box. His parents discovered right away that their little boy would play sports.
Never would touch the Legos, never would do the small motor skills that when you read in the mom's book about now they should be, doing the, would not touch the Legos, just always out in the yard with some kind of a ball.
I remember he was 2.5 years old and dribbling a basketball with me out in the backyard, and not just batting it like a lot of 2-year-olds would, but he had a nice hand roll. It was off the fingertips. He was doing it in both hands.
Now, basketball may have been Matthew's first love, but it was football that would be his long-term relationship, becoming a superstar at Highland Park and one of the most sought-after recruits in the country.
It was overwhelming. When the recruit letters started coming in, our whole dining room table was just covered.
Stafford would eventually decide on Georgia, and instead of enjoying his senior prom, it was off to college a semester early.
I think there was a big adjustment, bigger than he would let on. When you graduate in December, graduate early, you go up to the you went up to the University of Georgia. Going through that by yourself was, I think, pretty big.
He has always been in a rush, though. Since he has been a tiny little kid, he's always been looking ahead and in a rush for. He played ahead in baseball. He would play. He just was always in a rush.
It would be his tendency to look ahead that landed him the starting job as a true freshman. And while the bright lights of the SEC made Matthew the football player a national name, Matthew the person always stayed the same.
He has a great sense of humor, and we have a lot of fun together.
He was great at impersonations. He used to do Jim Carrey, Ace, whatever that was. Yeah, Ace Ventura thing. He used to do that all the time, which was a lot of fun.
When he's on the field, he'll enjoy it, but there's an intensity and a drive to win.
His drive led to success in college, but also created another decision reminiscent of the one just 3 years ago. Stay for his senior year, or once again, leave early.
It was very tough for him. At the end of the day, he was ready to do it, and he felt like he was ready to do it, and it was time to go. So Matthew really knows his heart and has always known his heart, and I think once the decision was made, there's no wavering. He's ready.
And the NFL is ready for him, but is Matthew ready for that lifestyle? Just in case, his parents have advice for their youngest son.
To thine own self be true to who you really are, and I hope and pray every day that he will.
Just stay who you are and then continue to grow within that framework, and he will be fine.